When I take office, I will sign an executive order to stop every penny that Harris has been spending on the shelter and transport of illegal aliens, and we will redirect that money to provide shelter and treatment for homeless American veterans. And we will end very rapidly veterans' homelessness in America. We had it down to a level that was the lowest in a long time. Under Kamala Harris, American veterans are treated worse by far than illegal aliens. Illegal aliens are treated. You ever see them? They stay in hotels. We have veterans sleeping on the street, and inside luxury hotels you have people that came into our country, many from prisons, many from mental institutions, many terrorists, and they are treated better than our veterans. They don't care about our veterans. As border czar, Kamala has spent over $1 billion of taxpayer money to house illegal aliens and foreign migrants in some of the most expensive housing and hotels anywhere in the country. Meanwhile, more than 41,000 homeless American veterans are living in squalor on our streets. And do not lose hope, because a few months from now, you're once again going to have a commander-in-chief who defends the sovereign borders of the United States above all else. We have to. And together we'll stop the human traffickers, which are horrible. They traffic in women, mostly, and children, but women mostly. And because of the Internet, it's big business. It's big business. Going to be bigger than the drug business, they think. The Internet has caused a problem. You know, you think of it almost as an ancient crime, right? Human trafficking. Who would imagine? But because of the Internet, it's a big business. And we had it down to the smallest number in 42 years, and now they come along and it's going at a level. They stuff women into the back of cars, and they stuff them into trunks and bring them around and make a lot of money, and we allow it to happen. We'll defeat the child smugglers. We'll crush the cartels. And on day one, I will begin the largest deportation operation in the history of our country. My opponent, Kamala Harris, and Tim Walz are promising the exact opposite. They want endless war, open borders, voting rights, and free health care for illegal aliens, Soviet-style price controls, censorship, unlimited migration from terrorist hotspots, and unchecked power for the deep state. This fight is no longer between Democrats and Republicans. This is a fight between communism and freedom. It's a very serious fight. That's why millions of traditional Democrats, including FDR Democrats, JFK Democrats, independents, and old-fashioned liberals, are joining our movement. Our poll numbers are great. We're uniting forces to end the endless foreign wars, stop the censorship, end weaponization of our government, defend our borders, rebuild our middle class, protect the health of our children, and above all, to restore our republic and vanquish the corruption that's all over Washington, D.C. But last Thanksgiving, thank you. Last Thanksgiving, I visited the southern border near McAllen, Texas, where patriots of the Texas National Guard were doing the job that Harris refused to do. She refused to do it. In fact, when our Guardsmen put up razor wire and buoys to stop illegal crossings, Kamala and Joe Biden, Crooked Joe, sued to take those defenses down. You know that, right? How about where they say, no, we have a strong border. They don't, it's so bad. But then we find out that they flew almost 1 million people in over the border. They flew. That stops all of their, I shouldn't say this, because if there's a debate, it would be nice to surprise her with that one. They flew. They have an answer to everything. Well, we decided, look, they flew almost 1 million people into our country. Our country can't handle it. No country can handle it. Our country's going to go bankrupt. No country can handle it. They're taking over the schools. They're taking over the hospitals. They're taking over everything. And they're getting jobs that were taken by other people that are not too happy. But think of it. They flew almost 1 million people over everything because they were saying about how strong the border. But then they say, well, what about the 1 million people you flew? They have no answer for that one yet, but they'll come up with one. They always have an answer. I want to salute every Guard member who has deployed as part of Operation Lone Star to defend America from her migrant invasion. It's what it is, including those from Texas, Florida, Georgia, Ohio, Idaho, Iowa, Oklahoma, North Dakota, South Dakota, Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri, or as they say, Missouri. I love Missouri. I love that state. They do say it that way. Never quite understood that, but I say it that way because I won by 25 points, so I say it that way. It's true. Utah, Tennessee, Montana, Nebraska, Indiana, and New Hampshire. Every one of them. I want to thank them all. Thank them all.